Hey there, welcome back to another Apex Legends video. I'm here today to pilfer the secrets from these oh-so-gullible pro players. Today we've got ImperialHal sitting here in front of me. Well, not in front of me, but like in front of me through... You know what I mean. Today we got Mr. Hal himself here, and he's playing some ranked with Reptar and Enoch. And the plan here is I'm going to watch some ranked gameplay. I'm going to see how they fight in a ranked environment, how they play it out. And I'm going to see what they do rotations-wise and, just learn from how they gain RP. Or at least that's the plan. So, thanks for joining me, and without further ado, let's get into this. We got Hal on Bangalore. They're playing Broken Moon, looks like. Around 15 squads left in this game. I could go back earlier, but earlier is just them looting. You know? They're moving towards the circle. Vaguely in the direction of. They get the people scan. Now, I feel like this is going to be very different from at least the ALGS perspective. Because the ALGS perspective, teams were pretty cleanly spread out. There was a lot of room to work through the map with. And very often, teams would avoid fighting kind of unless that fight was towards their win condition or if they were already in a position that they were trying to lock down. Also, you can see how locked in Hal is for these ranked games by the way. I need my pen. My pen's very important here.
No, Brad. No, Russ.
Care package over. Cancel.
There we go.
Are they in alpha? Oh, yeah, they are.
Much
I'm
better.
taking the zip line all the way to alpha.
So Hal just took a very important pizza break. He stood behind that rock so that he could go eat some pizza. Now that's like a very that's a very important part of his strategy here. You can see as he slides up on this guy that he sees healing. He looks over at his other monitor. And while he waits for his teammates to catch up to him off to the side here, you can see, they're going to be starting to move his way. Most likely. And you can see here, Hal takes a big bite of his pizza to get himself ready for the fight. That's how you can tell that these boys are locked in. And that he doesn't want to have any distractions going into this, He could have stopped to eat that pizza during the fight. But he thought to himself, you know what? What if I just do it before my teammates get to me and before we fight? What if I do that? And, he takes a big old bite. Look at that. Oh, munching it down.
No, Brad. No, Russ.
That's a professional player right there. So here we got on the map, Enoch in green, Reptar in blue. Reptar was like, oh, they're in alpha base? I'm going to take the zipline all the way to alpha base. So that's what he wants to do. So he's trying to go around, get behind them, and get like a wide angle that these guys aren't expecting, I assume. Not really on that group up path. He's more focused on getting, I guess, just taking as much space as he can so that he can get some shots on the side on these guys to try to find an opening on them to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went and he stole the loot from this Pathfinder.
Yeah. You're early, but we're back on our way.
He got a bit of opening damage off, but he is getting hard aped by these two. His team's kind of far away from him.
Alright, cool. I should've... Oh god, I'm so stupid. I should've fucking killed the path.
What Hal's saying here that he's so stupid is because he gets big damage on the path and he sees him like running up. And after he sees that the path or the Revenant's gonna ape him here, like coming along that zip line. Like he sees the Revenant up on the top left and he hears the zip line, coming up towards him. He knows that Pathfinder's low behind this box, So probably the best play here would be to just like smoke on his left side somewhere over here, like probably on top so that he can keep his angle. And then he would just like, as he drops, he chucks a frag grenade here. Is going to land on this dude's left side. And the Pathfinder is going to be forced out or he's just going to die to the nade. So if he just smokes his like close left side and then holds for the Pathfinder to run away, he's at least going to trade a kill, and he gives his team more of an opportunity to like catch up or like play to him. But instead, he sees the Rev coming up on his side. He drops down with the nade, chucks the nade, and then swings the Revenant. Which would have worked if the like, it might have worked there if the Revenant hadn't had his ult, but hard to say.
Oh, you're, yeah.
The full 3 men just sends it towards
All
Enoch.
3 running. I am.
He got fucked up.
They're
What?
running right at you, Enoch. They just know you're there. They know you're, yeah.
Are you reservoir?
They're all 3 running.
He's got 2 bursted.
They're just high ping as fuck.
Give my shield to recharge.
That Pathfinder does not miss. You guys got that down.
I'm ratting a little bit. One's on me. I cracked him in the smoke.
He's one, he's one. You come?
He's not one.
Come. He's fine.
You guys run this all day.
One.
Okay, so Enoch was far enough away off of the first team hunting him down. They got to use that as a way to get, like, for Reptar and Hal to reconnect with each other. Where they get Hal into a safe spot, start the res, and then they both hold, like, Hal has to kind of hold because he has to heal. But Reptar immediately cuts across the pass so that they can hold both sides of it. And they just have, like, a cross angle here.
That Pathfinder does not miss.
Ups the smoke to give himself some space to cross or to walk up if he needs to.
You come?
He's not one.
Come. He's fine.
You guys run this all day.
They get the first pick, but there's still 2 people up. Playing further back, they're both towards Enoch. Trying to get nades off. They're just getting, they're in a 2v2, so they're happy to play like they're happy to play off of trades.
45 low. I have smokes and we can walk up and bang all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still committed to fighting this team out, trying to kill them. They smoke off the right side so they can walk up, and he uses the, smokes the right side here, which still leaves this guy behind the rock, but because they're playing along the cliff side of things, this guy would have to full swing into the open for them, or like to be able to see them, or to like play like along this little piece of cover here, which exposes like half of his body instead of like the kind of head glitch he was on before. I think he was on a head glitch at least. Just breaking line of sight, dropping the bang ult, forcing him to back up. He's still watching that side though, because it is like the dangerous angle still. It's the only thing they really have to worry about, aside from somebody hard pushing the smoke, which is pretty int. Burn the ult in the smokes, trying to kill the team, but the other team just fucked off, probably on the bang ult pop. So they got loot and a kill, but you know, they're still in, they're down a man now, and they're not in an amazing position. The other team managed to res one. There you can see another tactical bite of the pizza from ImperialHal. You can see that because they're rotating in. Look at this. This is crazy. He can see that because they're rotating in with a safe path like here, you know, they got these zip buildings. They can take the space. He sees that he can just hold forward while running and use his other hand to eat the pizza. He takes another bite of the pizza. Very impressive multitasking skills from ImperialHal here.
You'll see, Slim. There's reasons for it.
And there, he says that there's reasons for the pizza. That must be what he was talking about. He can't be responding to a chat message.
You'll see, Slim. There's reasons for it.
Yeah, see, he says there's reasons for it. It being the pizza. Very important. So they're playing together, just wrapping around the cliffs. Still wrapping the cliffs, just going all the way to, I think it's experimental labs or something like that.
It's that team. Walk up and grab them.
Kind
Give my
of so
shield a
stupid.
recharge.
It's that team.
He sees the team that they were fighting earlier wrapping around to the crafter. Sees that they're fighting, so he's using his like long angle to try to get some shots on them here.
Walk up and grab them.
Kind
Give
of
my
so
shield a
stupid.
recharge.
Alright, got them. We can go.
You know, they're just fighting for a bit of space, making the other people take cover while they grab the beacon, and then they're just trying to get the hell out of there. The circle's pretty far. Just pop the closest respawn beacon here.
Yep. We'll box
And get the knock. They're just trying to get Enoch back on tempo.
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
They res their boy. They're making sure he's got some meds and shields here at this this little no-name spot. Using their position here
Down. But
to rain down shots on this fight.
is here running close to me?
40 red.
Hal just putting damage out onto everything he sees.
Reload. Got my upgrade, ladies. Give my shield a recharge.
Not matter. I tried it for a little bit with.
Circle is not looking like a priority to these boys. They look very happy to be taking whatever fights they can. Managed to third party. Their priority, the only fight they've ran away from so far is that one where, you know, Hal gets cracked and they craft the banner. But their goal there was to res Enoch, not to start a big fight. Managed to find some picks on the edge of this, so they're running in, getting the bodies that they found.
No.
Yeah, so they managed to get the pick there and they get the body. The other team is still like kind of far, more towards the building, or like that guy's teammates. So they go res the box. Reptar's got an evac, drops it down for them. They hit the people beacon. Be sure there rotates. Hal does not give a single fuck about that people beacon. It's not what he's here for. That's other people's job.
Yeah.
Doesn't even take a glance. Yeah, so most of the map's open here. They see a duo over by core, and there's like 4 people in the storm kind of spread out behind them. 1 person over by cultivation. Is that 4? Yeah, there's 4 people. If I had to guess based on the way they've been playing the game so far, they're either going to go like here and fight the quarantine team. They're going to go look for this on the edge of the circle. Or they're going to like wrap around and down over this way and try to like hold out this like upper edge for these two coming in and potentially like this team in stasis array to come in behind them. Don't know what, I'm not sure what these 2 little rats out in the like in the storm are going to end up doing. It's a little hard to judge. This team looks like they're hunting somebody down. They're just chasing this guy here. So they're probably going to end up like somewhere in deep circle towards underpass. This team, the production yard team, is just hard chilling. This team's probably hard chilling. And these guys might look for a third party if, like I said, they end up fighting along this edge.
Best POI. I mean, unless you're considering.
Oh
like,
shit. Here you can see it yet again. As they're approaching in through the storm, and there was that team over here, like towards the, I'm really bad at Broken Moon POI names. I don't know what the fuck this place is called. It's where the big pyramid is. The big pyramid and the fucking force field in the air. But here you can see, before they get into a fight, as they're rotating into the storm, yet again, Hal takes the opportunity to take a bite of the pizza. This man is eating this game.
You get map room repulsor, it could be good.
Look at that.
And you don't have to run it.
You know, another big old chomp.
But fuse it.
Making sure, you know, hands still on the controller,
yeah,
as you
so it
can
doesn't
tell
matter.
by the way he's moving in, the way he's continuing to rotate. But this man is so skilled. Like, this man has such good multitasking capabilities that he gets to take another pizza bite. Very impressive. Very impressive. I'll have to keep this in mind. Oh shit, and did you see that? I don't know if you guys caught that, but he actually takes another pizza bite as they're walking up. He knows that the storm has like a couple seconds to catch up to him, that he's got cover up here in the high ground. He doesn't have anything to be worried about. This man's eating good today.
I got just looking.
Oh, that Pathfinder that Hal damaged like ages ago? Yeah, that's right. He just died to the ring.
I down somebody in the ring. I think it might be one guy. No, there's more than one. There's more than one. We just wrap the gas. I think we wrap the gas.
Okay, so see? Pizza down. He knows, like, pizza down, bullets flying. This man knows what needs to be done. Immediately, upon seeing that they're cut up, just calls for the gas wrap.
Yeah.
Just says, yo, fuck that. We're in kind of a bad spot. Let's just wrap through the gas. Let's try to avoid them.
Still wrap back or some shit.
They might be aping me, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Healing. Watch my back.
I doubt it.
They're outside. I hear them.
Yep, they are. I'm dead.
Gets aped in the storm. He's dead as hell.
Nice.
That's a good feeling. Oh, the Pathfinder got re-knocked just now.
Charging shields.
Oh, you're looking right.
One dead ring. One dead ring.
Ooh, Reptar and Enoch, both on high health. They made sure to reset properly because they heard that ape coming in. They thought they heard the steps, so they knew what was going on. Both of them healed back in that building, full health, ready to fight this team to the death. And they do it.
Watch my back.
I doubt it.
They're outside.
I doubt it, the man says. Okay, so here we see Hal keeps running. Hal is just trying to make as much distance as he can through the storm because he's like positive. He's like, why would this team follow us into the storm? Why would they do something like that? That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. So he just keeps running.
Healing. Watch my back.
And here, you can see that he's so sure of himself. And he's so sure about this medkit getting up. You see where his eyes are looking? I see where his eyes are looking. I see what he's doing. Oh, the right hand is off his controller. He is reaching for the pizza. You can see that he's once again going for the pizza. He's trying to min-max every opportunity to get that pizza in his mouth. But still alert enough that when the bullets start flying in, this man, look at him. He's right back locked in. Eyes on the game. Like, it's not going to help him here. But he's ready. He's ready in case they'd missed.
Nice.
But they didn't. So, you know, he gets chased into the ring. He gets ripped up by this guy. But Reptar and Enoch, both waiting in the building in the ring, it looks like the other team might have ran past him. Which is how you can tell.
There's more than one.
Like, you can just see what a skilled player he is. By taking his hand off the controller and going for the pizza bite in the storm while they're running away, he's just baiting the other team into chasing past his teammates and hunting them down. And so now they just get a free space
I'm dead. I'm dead.
to fight together and kill these guys. You can see Reptar and Enoch working together here.
Oh, you're looking right.
Looks like they're kind of playing separate angles. It's hard to tell what's going on.
One dead ring.
Yeah, Reptar is playing the, I think they're playing opposite doorways. Either that or Enoch's like on the stairwell down and he's just trying to get some shots up. But, you know, Reptar's shooting at the team that ran by them.
Nice.
And they get the full wipe.
Getting rep jumped on.
Very skilled. Very skilled. Oh, this might be less fortunate though.
I have to medkit, Hal. I have to stick this medkit.
Is there any safe spawn in his zone?
It's a 2v1.
They all die. They all die.
I can drop you medkit.
We're gonna die to zone. We gotta go.
Here. Oh, take my kid here.
They all died.
I know, but we can't res you. 15 seconds.
Oh, fuck yeah, we have to go around. I don't even know if we live.
No, you guys get this. See some grit.
Okay, so they're in an interesting position here. Because that team aped them through the zone, it really fucked up the rotation they were trying to go for with the heat wrap. But they're still alive, and that's what matters.
Passion, 10 seconds in a dream.
Gotta start early because of that
Grab me
ring
back
3
with
zone
the-
pull.
Why the
He
fuck
just
are
barely
we
makes
chasing
another
the
one.
zone?
By 2 teams.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was a little silly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what was going on with that decision making
they
process.
all died to gas too, doing that. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, the first team, sure, I guess they really wanted the kills, but it's a pretty int decision to follow for the gas wrap like that. So, yeah, like, I guess, like, if they really wanted to kill them, just run to where they have to wrap to, you know? Like, why chase into the storm for it? But another team ended up coming in behind that first team that follows in from the gas wrap. So they might have been getting chased out themselves and just been like, well, I guess we got to go through these guys. So it's hard to say. But what I'm thinking happened is that the first team just really wanted the kills and figured they could get them quickly. And the second team was just like, oh shit, there's a fight we can third party. And you know, now here they are. Hal's dead as
Use my
fuck.
pack yet? No, I don't have heats. If I had heats, I would have used them a year ago.
Yeah, and there they go. Oh, wait a minute. I almost missed
drop
them.
no-
Here, seeing that they're obviously dead, there's nothing left that they can do. You know, no need for him to continue playing.
Here we go.
Our man, ImperialHal, goes for another bite of the pizza. This is very impressive. Oh, look at the way he wipes his hands off after, too. Get that grease off his fingers.
Fuck, man. If I got my gold knockback...
And he's
actually
back.
maybe
He's
could've
back
lived
in it. He's
We could've
locked back in.
dressed.
This man is ready for their next
Okay.
game already. An unfortunate minus 42, but it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Not the perfect game to learn from. Like, quite a bit of it's kind of fucked up, but you know, it's what happened. Even the way they were getting held out of the zone, like on their walk in to whatever the fuck this, like, the pyramid place is called. I don't know if he opens his map again here. I think he did it earlier, right?
I think Crash that is easily the best PO. I want to thing again because I'm just afraid of having...
Yeah. So here, what the fuck? Does this team chase? Like, who the fuck chases them through the storm there? It might have been, like, either this duo or the Stasis Array team. Because they go, like, up this way. This is what I'm assuming happened. So they walk into quarantine. This team got their own UAV, and we're like, oh, this team's coming in through the pass. What if we, like, hold along this edge to try to kill them? Which forces Hal's team to go for the gas wrap this way. And they were going to try to come all the way up around, like, into Gulch side of things. I'm assuming there were people, like, fucking, like, here, and here, or some shit. Maybe they chased them all the way into the zone. But what I think is more likely is that this team runs into them while they're gas wrapping. And they win that fight. But then, during that, this team, the trio, follows it all in to get more KP. And just ends up killing themselves on the gas. I'm not sure though, because I feel like these guys are in kind of, like, I feel like it's weird positions all around from people. Alright, well, you know, on to the next game with Imperial Pizza Man here. Oh, look at that. That's a good bite. That's a good pizza bite right there. Holy fuck. Look at you can see the whites of his teeth on that one, man. He's like focused up on that pizza. He's excited to be eating this pizza. Damn, man's got me jealous over here. I'm jealous of that pizza. I want Hal to eat me. I mean, what? Yeah, that's some weird shit. I don't blame him for being a little confused. He's like, what the, like, why the fuck are they doing that? Like, it's a play that got every single one of those teams killed. Like, the first team didn't even get the KP. And even if they did get the KP, what are they going to get out of killing the one team? Like, a little bit of RP? As opposed to, like, playing out the match with the team that you know that you gatecapped and you could just, like, try to cut them off? Yeah, a little fucked up. A little fucked up. Alright, into game 2 here. There's an unfortunate situation. Wait a minute. I think I missed one. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Fuck yes. Yet another good pizza bite. A solid one. He's really maxing his timing on getting his pizza bites here. He's really finding the opportune windows almost every time to get this pizza bite. You could say that the time he did it in the gas in the last game was a little suboptimal, but with the belief that the teams would have to be fucking stupid to chase them into the storm in the position they were in, it kind of makes sense. Although I think he did still go for it after Reptar said that he was pretty sure they were aping him. So it's probably wasn't the best timing on that one. But the other pizza bite, impeccable. Impeccable timing. Alright, so this game, they drop in. They're double contested. They got some fights to go through here. Hal gets the wingman R9, immediately starts posturing, looking for other people grabbing guns, trying to find damage where he can.
On my door.
There's one right on his door watching, making sure he can't come in. He climbs to height, takes the roof from them.
I'm on roof.
Playing very aggressively right now, making sure to take as much space from these people as he can. Fights the path on the roof, another person climbs up. Oh, okay, Reptar running across, using the space he took to make sure that he can get up to the same position and that they can start playing together. As he gets the first knock, he drops down so that he isn't going to get damaged by the second guy. Very clean play so far. You know, catches the Pathfinder on the way up. Distracts him. They're making sure that they've climbed up on the sides and that they're playing like... Reptar makes sure to climb up on the opposite side of the roof as Hal. So that if anybody does climb up, they have to look in completely different directions to be able to, like, kill anybody.
Careful, there's still another team west. I'm taking the
We're on
floor.
eight. Here.
Good one.
Okay, and the altar tries to portal out below, but they all just take it. Just one by one, they all just take this portal down.
Good one. Already on.
So that's one team down. Just making sure... So they're making sure to know where everybody landed. Hal dropped in a position where he knew that he could find a gun on the floor. Like these tarps on the ground. There's typically guns. Because he got a gun, or maybe because he got two guns, he immediately walks out, starts looking for damage, starts looking for an angle. Smokes his side so that if anybody was on the door, they'd have a hard time shooting him. And then just immediately takes whatever space he can. I don't know why this guy didn't, like, swing for any damage there or open the door or whatever, but, I mean, I guess he didn't. And they finished their first squad. Making sure that, Reptar pushed that altar portal kind of aggressively, but at the same time, I guess he knows that Enoch and Hal are pretty close. They both get ready to go through. The second team's getting ready to ape them. They hear them coming on the same doorway, so they're all watching the doorway, ready to rip damage. Reptar's healing in the back, as Revenant gets a side angle on one of their doorways. Oh my god, they got fucked up here.
There.
Hold on.
Reptar in a 1v3? Yeah, no, they just got fucking toasted.
I mean, I just got destroyed by that kid on the off angle.
Man, they just got fucking walked through by this third-party team. That was unfortunate. Alright, kind of a bad second
Like
game.
that POI
But, you know.
that we just landed, just a lot of these POIs on this.
Ooh, pizza bite. Pizza bite. Almost missed that one. I got him on the pizza. Got him on the pizza cam again. Wait, let me just... That's the pizza cam.
Well, we can't do anything. Like we have to kill the other team. Like that POI that we just landed, just a lot of these POIs on this map is like created so fucking dog shit. Because some parts of it, like you can land on certain parts of the POI and get like enough loot for one team, but then like if you run away, then you're fucked, right? So you have like no choice but to int the other team, and also get third partied. Because the POIs are like so big, you can fit more than one team. But if you don't fight, then you're just like stuck with nothing for the rest of the game.
He's saying that the POIs are big enough that if two teams are dropping in them, they can kind of stalemate each other. Which is pretty true. That happens to us a lot when we're playing Divide. We'll drop on one side, another team will drop on the other side, and then because of what happens, if we don't kill the other team Divide, we're just stuck in a position where all fucking game we're on poverty and we're just trying to like run to the next loot source, and you just gotta kind of hope that people aren't there. And if people aren't, that's fine. But if you don't, like, you have to be able to win your POI. Because if you don't, then when Evo spawns, you're gonna be too far behind tempo unless you get like a really lucky path out.
Chicken wings.
So there's some problems there. It's like when we get stuck on opposite sides of Divide, if you try to cross any of the bridges alone without some kind of opening, you just get fucked and you end up being the team that gets inted.
Really?
If you drop on your own on one of the buildings, one of the teams could try to peel off and just like hard int you to try to get an opening. So if you drop on opposite sides of Divide, then you're only really committing to be able to loot half of it, and you gotta hope the Evo spawns on your side of things, and you gotta hope that your rotation out is clear. And that's a lot of hope for an off-drop location, an off-drop POI. But it's not really a Divide problem, because this can happen at pretty much any cluster of buildings in this map. There are so many ways to co-hold POIs with another team, or to be caught in a position where neither team wants to be the first person to move towards the other. You kind of have to int in some kind of way. You have to do like something kind of stupid, or you have to find you have to hope you can find somebody not watching your angle properly and try to use that to get like leverage onto that team.
Meh.
Wait, oh shit, there it is. Here, wait, he's gonna go for it.
You would think like chicken wings would be cheap. Right?
Oh, he's looking down, he's getting ready. He's going for the pizza. Oh yes. Hell yeah. Look at the way he wipes his hands off. That's a professional right there. Alright, into game 3. First two are kind of stinkers. Let's see if they can change things around a bit.
Different than 3-man.
Wait a minute. Oh, there's another pizza bite. This man is macking on that pizza. God damn. It's impressive. What's making them choose where they do, is my question. Yeah, here there's kind of the same problem. Like, there's a lot of open space walking up to middle. You can run up and get it, like, as a third party, because, like, those two teams are fighting up there, and you might be able to do some shit.
Yep.
But if you're not the third party, you're kind of fucked.
Awesome.
Like, they can stalemate pretty easily just from the roof, and then you just kind of have to leave. Like, unless you get, like, a really good opening on them.
Mm-hmm.
They hop up here. Disruptor. Marking our surroundings.
Yeah, like, looking at just the group of buildings they're in, right? Like, a team can be holding the top and bottom floor of the main middle building. And they'd probably, like two teams could be in this building. One on top, one on bottom. Both teams would get, like, okay loot to subsist with. A team could drop here and get okay loot, and a team could drop on the other side and get okay loot. So it's a POI that has enough room for, like, a team could also honestly just drop on, like, the south side towards the zip buildings. Like, maybe even 2. You could get, like, 6 teams in this POI, all coexisting with each other, which is pretty decent for, like, an end circle, and seems like it would be pretty cool in, like, a comp environment, but in ranked, it's pretty fucking annoying. Because this and this are, like, effectively, like, trying to cross either way towards the other group of people is just going to get whatever team tries to cross killed, most likely. Like, unless you just can't hold your space at all. Like, if you just can't hold your space at all, there's, you know. So I do the immediate scan to walk out with. He's taking a look at height. Just breaking line of sights to make sure that they can walk up on this building.
Okay.
Enoch's trying to make first contact because he's on the path. He can be ready to zip out. Hal's playing a little bit further away. They all walked up. They all walked up on the building, tried to get little angles, tried to see if they could find anybody, like, caught unaware looting by the walking. Didn't find an angle. I'm assuming Hal's gonna scan up and they're gonna try to zip and kill this team. They're looking around. Unfortunately, there is a catalyst above them that makes things a little bit harder to get up.
This is stupid.
Yeah, they just say fuck that. Because there's 2 teams in the POI. It's a catalyst up top. It's not something they can really fight. Not, like, safely at least. Or, like, with good odds, and they just say, yeah, no. Let's not do that one. That's a bad fight. Let's leave.
Stupid.
The problem, though, is now it's pretty much what Hal was talking about, right? Like, they don't have enough loot between the 3 of them, and they're all on blue. Like, they're all going to be just on blue shields. So if they run into anything else now, they almost have to fight it so that they can get on, like, good pace, or they'll need to try to run away again. But there's only so many times you can run away in one match before you're just, like, too late in the game, too far behind tempo, and you're fucked over.
Been ranking? Like,
Okay, so they fucked off to, like, head somewhere else, but then they heard the team start fighting, and they're just immediately willing to double back. They're willing to be the third party, but they're not willing to be the third party. That's, like, their big thing here. Yeah. It's not like they didn't want to fight and loot the POI. They just didn't want to fight and loot it the way that they had to off of that opening. Did I miss a... Oh my god, I missed a pizza bite. You see that? That shit, I almost skipped right past that one.
well, I'm up our peep.
This man, I've got him on the pizza cam, and I didn't even catch him eating the pizza.
So
Look at... Oh, there we go. That's a good one. Oh, he looks like he's enjoying that bite. Eyes closed, munching down on it.
they're fighting.
That little tear at the end as he rips it out of his mouth.
Yeah, wanna go?
Yeah, they're fighting.
That's top
Are they
quality.
finally
Ah,
fighting?
zip.
I hear him.
Okay, so they managed to catch one on the one run out from that 3-man.
One team there, yeah. He was up. He's up, this side. I got onto the height.
Uses the scan info, knows nobody's, like, really peeking him, so he takes as much space as he can again, gets right below them, starts chucking sky nades. If that does damage, he's ready to immediately zip up. Because Enoch has another zip, he's ready to also zip line to the top of this building. They're making sure, or, like, he makes sure to come up from a different angle as the other 2. So that they have to try to look multiple ways.
Right corner, right corner.
Left corner too. Left corner the PK.
Yeah, so here they just, like, they basically use the fact that this team didn't do enough to keep them off of the building. They weren't, like, showing enough presence, they weren't doing enough damage on the walk-up.
Probably bad. Push.
So Hal gets right below them.
Oh, he's on gray still.
I'm just going.
Give me sight.
Only one person is watching when they see that scan.
Up.
And so they
Just
think to
up.
themselves, like, yeah, we just take the roof.
Like onto the height.
Yeah.
Reptar just sends it, Hal pre-firing the doorway, just making sure that, making sure he's ready to be doing damage as soon as he can. He had one person trapped in that corner, so he just keeps spraying it down, because if they walk back into him, I mean, aim assist is going to pull for him.
Right corner, right corner.
Left corner too. Left corner.
The team's in both corners, they're all trapped in this room.
PK.
So they're just trying to get as much damage as they can. Reptar healing and holding in the corner. Hal and Enoch using their health.
What about?
They got one knock. So what I'm assuming is going to happen here. Oh shit, never mind. Reptar got knocked.
What about?
There's
Oh, they scanned and they got the lifeline. That's bad, that's bad. Not a good situation. Hal's got the thermite ready to
Kill
go.
one.
He gets the re-knock. Okay, this is a pretty crazy situation.
Left corner thing again.
What
Nice,
about?
last one's
I'm just
left
playing
side.
slow. I'm just playing slow right now. What about?
Nice enough. Last one.
Lifeline keeps getting the re-res. And they get him down. So he throws the thermite to make sure that he can get the re-knock after popping his first bat. They just make sure to take a step out and re-bat after they take their damage. They're not trying to get to like too horny for it. No need to rush.
What about?
I died around the corner.
What about?
There's fixing res with lifeline. There's no knockdown.
Enoch and Hal both have a lot of damage on them here, so they're just like, you know, they're willing to let the res happen to make sure that they get their bats
What
off.
about? I'm just playing slow. I'm just playing slow right now. What about?
Nice enough. Last one's fucking 1 HP, I think.
Yeah, and then they just, you know, they just made sure to, like, they've got a crossfire. Like, Hal and Reptar both have a crossfire on their sides. And then Enoch is playing basically, like, just right in front of the doorway. So they're, like, all three sides of the doorway are covered, and, like, basically the entire room is being watched by some kind of angle. Enoch gets the pick with Hal.
Died around the corner.
They got enough damage on the opening that they can afford to play this slow, I guess. Yeah, Enoch trades his health for as much damage as he can put out. Hal throws a thermite down to get the re-knock.
I kill one.
Nice. One's in the right corner. They're left corner thing again.
What
Nice.
about?
Last one's
I'm
left
just playing
side.
slow. I'm just playing slow right now. What about?
Nice
Just
enough.
pops the
Last
bat
one's
to re-heal, but isn't worried about, like, fully healing. And then the second he gets that bat popped, he just drops down and he just swings in with Enoch. I mean, Enoch kind of fucked them up there in this fight, though.
I'm going up. I kill one.
Nice.
Done.
Here, because there's armor swaps on the boxes, and Reptar is still getting up, Enoch drops his blue shield for him, and then just goes and gets the armor swap while they're rezzing,
Up ground on that, buddy.
so that Reptar can just have armor immediately the second he gets up. And then because Reptar has a shield the second they get up, if they did get third-partied, they're just in a position where he can actually fight. Instead of just being on one tap needing to heal. Just be in it right away. Okay, so that's, they ran away, but only temporarily. The second they heard fighting going on back at their POI, like... Yeah, I think it was, if it was one team, they would have hard committed to the fight, but because Hal scanned the second one when they were underneath, they just fucked off the first time, and because they heard the fight going on and they were ready to third party it, they came back. Just loot their POI. They get the people scan here. Only 13 teams left alive. It's pretty spread out, but they path directly towards Terraformer where that next team is going to be heading. Like, there's a solo off to the right, but this team that they're looking at right now is just a fairly isolated trio that they can look for damage on.
Yeah, it's pushing much.
If I had to guess. Yeah, so they got on their trail with the Bloodhound. They found their steps and they're starting to follow them down in this direction. The tracks are getting a lot more fresh per the second. These boys are hunting this squad down. They see them running far, trying to get some shots on them. This team managed to wrap all the way down around to the zip buildings, and they're probably going to head towards the hazmat tunnel, so they just like get up ahead of them, and they catch them on the hazmat tunnel in a fight. Ready to third party. Standing on the edge of things, shooting down, just trying to get whatever damage and knocks they can, just trying to make sure they get KP out of it.
Series cracked. Item.
Don't want to entirely let the other two teams fight each other, because as good as it is for your resources and not needing to burn ammo and stuff, it just means that it's less KP that you can get overall.
Come on, dude.
Use the map as your guide.
Series cracked. Item on, dude.
Enough damage and knocks on the first team that they're ready to be the third party now. They're running up on it.
Done.
Oh, I got one.
Hal just about fucked up really bad.
1 HP. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm on the way back. Going.
Snicker, thank you so much.
I gotta go down.
They are hunting the second team now.
Someone's over here.
Or they were, but they're...
Get back to
Okay.
the front. Get back to the front over here.
Yeah, they're just trying to hold the front of the hazmat tunnel, make sure that people can't rotate through it. Another team coming up behind them, they're looking for damage.
Reloading.
Crack them.
I can kill him.
Yeah, they're just spread out over the front of the, they're just spread out over the front of the pass to make sure that nobody can really catch them right now. Or like to make sure that nobody's going to walk up on their one side alone. Just trying to find damage from every angle they can.
You be able to?
Reloading.
I don't want to be in zone.
Gibby just chucked an ult. Definitely not far enough though. It looks like that team's trying to wrap towards the other tunnel. And the storm starts wrapping them out, so they just make sure to get all the way around.
Cater descends.
Putting ourselves in a very pinchable spot.
Blessings upon us.
Here, they're in like a nice circle position. They could just try to hold this building, and they'd honestly probably be in the end game. Or like in a goods position to rotate into it. But they are not interested in that. They just say fuck that, and they run to this pass.
Putting ourselves in a very pinchable spot.
And they just try to hold the bottom of it. Like, I think one of them says they're in a pinchable spot, which is very true.
On the backside.
Yeah, the teams are kind of fighting. There were two teams that ended up running out this way.
Dude, direct some of your attention to your...
So if you can like funnel them into each other, they'll start fighting. Yeah, so they were right. They were, or I forget who said it. It might have been Enoch, but Enoch said that they were getting pinched or they were in a
They're
pinchable
gonna slide
spot,
down. They're sliding
and
down.
they were in fact.
I have heaters, so we're fine.
You have blue armors and a bow.
42 on that back, yeah, break one.
You should look kill these guys.
I'm getting shot in my back, I'm just getting shot by... Okay, cool.
You guys will?
Yep.
The ring
Almost
is
everything here.
ring for live fighters. No one is surprised.
You got drones?
Marking our surroundings.
Paul just holding. Doing as much as he can to these teams on the side, trying to stop them from looking to run up.
Reloading.
I have heaters, so.
I haven't
You have a
heard
zip?
that.
Yeah, can we get like past them or some shit? They TP'd. They TP'd.
Okay.
They hit the fallback.
Accident. Fuck me. They died. They had someone camped them, I think. I just took it on accident. Fuck me.
Okay. Go crazy.
He only sees the first one and he doesn't see the second one on the lifeline until he's already jumping around it. And just accidentally takes the altar
I
fallback.
just took it on accident. Fuck me.
He should absolutely be dead here.
They died.
I didn't know this was how the fallback worked. Does it only display the one person's location, or do you get to see people through
I
walls
just
in
took it on
general?
accident. Fuck me.
Because you can see that dude in the corner, right? Like you can see this fucking red highlight for the Revenant.
Go crazy.
Goes in, gets the knock on the Revenant.
The altar's one.
Marking our surroundings.
The two teammates are running away. They just kind of hunting them down.
This is we drew it up, boys. Brilliant.
Let's go there.
Watch out, altar here.
Open support.
That's. Oh, the guy went right. I just killed someone in the gas.
So that team's full dead. Top 3.
Okay. One's down.
Top 3, and they hear the other 2 teams fighting.
Package over there.
Kraber.
Care package over there. There are Anscoti to be found in this direction.
Come on.
Blessed with sight.
God damn, and that's a win for the boys.
Do it
That's a
again.
that's a win for
Exciting one.
Imperial Pizza himself.
Textbook. That one might be a YouTuber right there.
Alright, so here I'm gonna go into their 4th game of the session. I'm debating whether or not I just want to skip through things and find wins and use that, or if I just want to keep doing it the way I have been. And I think I'm just gonna keep doing it the way I have been for now. We'll see. I'll do like
Yeah.
1 or 2 more games here for this first VOD.
I think so too.
Alright, so Hal's been, like, both of the times they've dropped contested here. Like, I don't know if this is just, like, where he drops the loot normally, but he's, you know, dropping, like, somewhat central so that he's ready to move in on the other people, like, as soon as he can.
Sky and landing near me.
Didn't find a gun.
Gun.
Didn't find a gun.
Where's the third?
One gun.
Hits the
I have no-
scan, backs up to a 3rd tarp, finds
Okay,
a
the third is
gun.
probably at the right, the north.
Not the
He's
best
over here.
option. He's got a P2020.
Yeah.
Man, he is not finding dick this game.
Using grapple.
Okay, he got
Yeah, he's
he
on
got
the
an
right.
L-star.
I am taking fire.
He's on the.
Wait, I saw that guy? You guys kill that guy?
Giving my signals a real
He's on a header.
No, I'm.
I'm about to get aped.
flag grenade set.
Goes for the Skynade.
Dude.
What?
4 frags on him.
Can I?
86 on that
Yep,
guy.
I'm aping this right guy.
I'm walking up.
41 on the other.
Thermite grenade.
He sees that they're decently separated, so like one's on the lower balcony, one's on the roof, and their last teammate is low ground. Can't really get to them quickly from any angle. So he's just like going for the aggressive play here. Reptar is kind of on his own right now. I don't know what specifically he's doing. I wasn't listening to his comms. I don't know if he's like going for a wide angle
Climbing.
or if he's just like fighting someone over to the side, or
Aye,
looks
aye.
like he's fighting someone to the
I
side.
headed one and I bodied the
I don't mean it's really weak.
The first person on the
You
roof
guys below me.
dropped down. Now him and the balcony person
I'm-
are together.
I'm so mad.
Shooting at me.
I'm weak now.
The guy that Reptar swung fucked him up, I guess. He had a massive.
Come on.
That guy got toasted. Holy shit.
Nice. How does hit 100 over here? He just hit 100.
Crack.
No.
Crack, 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 crack.
That's
Nice. How does over here?
I got 2 down in the last round.
I think he's just running. He's on yellow ping running low ground.
Towards us?
No. Running away low ground, I think.
Took out
I
an
got you.
All father, give me sight. I got you, friend.
Should be fine, I scan.
Recharging my shields. Healing my wounds.
Okay, so just immediately figuring out. He just he tries to take space very quickly. He doesn't want to leave teams room to third party them if they stalemate, and he wants to be able to get on tempo quickly. So the second he gets enough information to know where he can take space on this team, he just fucking steals it from them. He sees that the guy's alone on the roof, and he's like, yeah, your teammate can't really get to you here without dying, so I'm just gonna come take it from you. Looted the warehouse building because it's pretty close, and then just doubling back to get the scan beacon for their next
a bit.
move.
Map.
If I had to guess, based on the way that I've seen them be playing, since I've started this, they're either gonna... the first idea that pops into my brain is I'd want to go to production yard to get on the roof and get these beacons and this shit, and then just kind of try to hold the top roof, or if I can't get it, the low ground building, because I feel like the circle usually this was kind of the old ring logic, but usually it would just pull from whatever the farthest edge is, just like inwards, and occasionally it would pretty much always end up on like this side of the map from wherever the circle first pulled from. That's what I'd want to do. What I feel like is going to happen is I feel like all three of them are going to see that there's a team isolated in core, and they're going to like go try to fight this, and they're going to try to wipe this team out. That's what I feel like is the most likely situation, because they could try to go towards underpass so that they're still in this area and they're like on top of all the evo and they've got options as far as like loot goes. But this team's close enough to third party them, so I don't think they want to be like the beginning of anything. Anything that looks like it's got a free third party. Again, like this team could third party up, but they have further to do it from, and they wouldn't be doing it like how do I put this? If they start a fight on this team, if they start fighting this team, they're probably doing it from somewhere around like this area of the map, probably like up here, which means this team is just going to third party either through this pass, which will be right beside them and hard for them to get away from, or they're going to get wrapped on from all the way around the pass that they're in now. And they're just going to be sandwiched between these two, and then whoever comes into cultivation. This team, however, these guys would have to run kinda out of their way to get to, and the stasis array team, if they have a beacon, is probably just going to pull to like I'm pretty sure this circle's production yard. You know, I could be wrong, but if I'm operating under that assumption, like, even if these teams come in from this direction, like these directions, they still have a lot of space, like, back this way to work with to just fall back into. Like, they don't have to hard commit to going through this pass for any reason. We'll see what ends up happening, right? Like, I just don't feel like I didn't really see Predator players playing zone a lot. Oh, wait. He's going towards the Evo. Hands on the Evo. Adjusting his headset. Taking a drink of water. The water camera right there. That's a good sip. Staying hydrated. Keeping his brain active and alert. I guess I was just wrong on both accounts of what they were going to end up doing, though. I thought they'd go for the more isolated team, but maybe it's just because this way has more loot?
I'm gonna play mouse and key again.
Or because they're closer?
Nope.
I'm hustling.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifted through the wind? I don't know the rest.
Going to Crafter, moving towards People Beacon, I guess, to try to find where this team is or where they went. Why come here? If I had to guess what the thought process is, if you think you're going to get thirded fighting this team or this team by the team in the middle, then you just kill them. You just kill the people that would third party you. Or is the assumption that this guy's like a solo running away from them? Or maybe they just want the loot from Quarantine Zone because it's like a decently high loot area. I'm honestly not sure. This just feels like it feels to me like they just saw a team, or like that this team was closer and started running in this direction. Yeah, that other team took production yard. And the team that was in core has just moved into where they were at Gulch now. Like, is the idea that the underpass team is playing zone, so they're not as likely to third party, which makes this safer to go for? Or is the idea just that there's a team in a place with a lot of loot, we should kill them for it? Honestly, I don't know.
Every bit, a new upgrade is available to Taka.
Disney pays me, thanks Prime.
With that.
I'm gonna get this critical zone info since they're running. Now we know.
So not production yard, but it was still following like the same logic I was talking about, where generally when the zone is pulling this way, it doesn't come back to this side. It goes to the other side. I think it's pretty much on this line that I was looking at, but I think I was more like this. I thought I figured it's gonna end somewhere on this side of the circle. Like, I don't think it's gonna end core here, but it might. I feel like it's more likely to end gulch. But they have changed the ring logic with the most recent patch. I just don't know how much it affected things. Like, does it just change where like ring 1 is going? Or is it like ring 1 and 2 and then it like kind of settles into the end zone rings?
Grab this bridge real quick.
I'm not entirely positive.
I think.
Yeah, and then they just they pulled it back to gulch. Yeah, so it's definitely ending around dry gulch. It's not like an uncommon circle for Broken Moon. Yeah, I feel like that one shows up a decent amount. Gulch and production yard are both pretty common.
No.
Got one at Atmo the other day. A few in bio. I don't know if I've ever seen the game end in divide. I feel like I've had one Breaker Warfan game. Yeah, I feel like it's always the edge POIs. I can't remember the last time I saw it end at like Terraformer or Quarantine. But I'm not exactly trying to memorize, or like, I don't exactly have all the zones I've ever played memorized. I just got like a feeling about that.
There's people on the bridge, I'm pretty sure. Here.
I'm down the end. That was close, I think.
Yeah, there. That's right.
Bless me with sight.
It's fucking Monsoon, he's got a sword. Thus.
All 5. Three of them on the bridge.
Just getting height on
Man,
circle,
man,
finding a
it's
fight
on the
that
left.
started, and they're just starting to try to angle it out.
Care package on high.
I don't see the same on bridge.
Yeah, Predator players are not here to play zone.
I don't know, there's 2 teams fighting on red, and I don't know if my kills are getting res or what.
They're grappling?
Let us go there.
60 on path.
Who's ready to fly on a zipline? I am.
Like 5 seconds, find you guys.
I'm knocking up hard.
Let us catch them unaware.
60 on the path.
Damn,
Watch
like
out, watch out.
random.
There's a guy behind us, guy behind us.
Kill this guy, kill this guy. No, man.
Oh,
Give me knock, give me knock, give me knock.
yeah, man.
There's one on me.
There's another team behind you, another team behind you. Fucking bridge team just started.
Bro. What?
They just got
How did
third
we
partied
get third?
hard.
Bridge team.
From where? We never even saw them in the bridge.
The team that ran away from us, and then they fucking took our zipline, I'm pretty sure, and just started us. Behind us.
Yeah, that was like... That was a pretty confusing game all around. Like, if they really wanted to fight somebody, I don't know why they fought them. Or like, why they tried to go to quarantine. And if there was a reason for it that I don't know, like I didn't hear them talk about it. And then they're just like running around for 10 minutes so they get bored and just like third party the first fight they see.
And bear one's still low ground.
That guy's far.
He's sliding out.
One. Alright.
They got fucked
How
up
do I
there.
get stunned by that?
Ooh, Slayer and enemy, goddamn.
90.
Oh, he's
They both left.
Yeah, so you know, hit a POI, find a team, just try to fucking close them out as soon as you can so that you can loot the area.
Okay.
Don't let them get looted up, just try to get your shit faster than them. Loot up the area.
Medic is better involved.
Slowly wrapping towards the next circle, moving in.
I'm gonna go.
Finding shots where they can.
Or something.
My shields are recharged.
Still wrapping towards the next zone. They heard shots, so they're, you know, again, they're trying to third party it. They're just trying to make sure that they're the third party on these fights.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I go?
Wait, on me.
Oh, that bang just ratted him hard.
Literally
actually
one on
really
fucking
close.
lifeline.
Alright.
Like 33 max.
Where was she when she turned around here?
Oh my.
Like, is she in the smoke? I think he walked into the smoke so that he could see if there was like a highlight on her, but he might have been like in the close corner by the stairs. Yeah. So that's actually a really smart play from the Bangalore. It almost gets Hal killed here. She pops her smoke here to break their line of sight. Drops her ult towards them so that they like won't hear like any noise, and so that they'll to try to like push them back or to try to make them think that she's just running. Because that's like the typical play. And then instead of hiding in the smoke with the rat play, because if Hal does what he does and checks it for the highlight to see if she just stayed in the smoke and is ratting it, hiding over here in the corner instead, because the smoke is what he's looking at and the explosion is what his ears are paying attention to. Actually, a really smart play. Doesn't end up working out for them. At least I assume. It's just not what he's looking for, right?
Wait, on me. Holy shit.
How did I not see that guy in the fucking corner?
I don't know, I'm just getting routed over and over again. Box right there, let's go, baby.
70 on this rev.
That was the
Where's
whole
your loot?
squad. No quarter given.
An evac?
I got you back. Got you back.
Can we even make
Nice.
it over? On this side?
Yeah, you do from the height.
Yep.
Let's displace here.
I'm looking
sir.
this guy real quick.
Yep.
Again, they find picks. Get a bunch of damage
I don't
out.
think that one makes it over. But
Let's check it out.
Okay. You can roll
I'm making it over, that's for sure.
alright, I'm going.
Shit.
Ooh, that was a pretty cool drop in. Just barely makes it through
You have to
there.
oob it. Like, you have to oob.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so that evac just barely makes it through and over.
Blow on the right.
Go that way.
test. Yeah.
They're running up, like, toward us.
Another fight going on, so they angle it out. Third party again, killing everybody in the lobby.
First one. He's already dead.
Kill.
Okay.
My shields are recharged.
I just has 500 bullets.
This position is like crazy good. Like when you're coming down from the zipline buildings and you're up on the cliffs, there's a ton of cover and you just get shot angles on pretty much everybody.
500 bullets or some shit. Get me?
Round 5. Recharging.
Yeah.
Ratting stuff out, waiting.
That's it.
Yeah, fucking 15
Oh, we have to play
bad.
the wall there.
Oh, Enoch DC.
Heal it up.
Yeah.
Alden, thanks for 4 months.
Lifeline on
The
that.
all day 5.
60 on lifeline
Reloading. Shields recharging. Heal it up. Give my shield a recharge.
Yeah, Enoch slides off that hill, just straight up fucking DCs out of the
I
game.
just has 500 bullets or some shit. Get me?
Round 5. Recharging my shields. Countdown.
You have an ultra cell? I'll vault. Oh, Enoch also DC'd fully.
Is you safe?
Yeah, he's safe, but he's not in like
Yeah.
Discord or nothing.
Rings nearby. 1 minute
Yes,
till
but
close.
minute, probably fucked.
Yeah. Should I kill him to zone and grab his banner?
Sure, I guess.
I mean, I have a Moby if he comes
Yeah.
back. I don't think he's coming back in 30, so.
It's actually kind of a good strat. I mean, it's pretty niche, but better to have his banner so that you can potentially craft him back in the end game than
Stream went down to.
just letting him die naturally to the storm in a position where you're not going to be able to recover it.
Full 3 man. This is just fucking annoying that he PCs at this time too.
Yeah.
We need to somehow get to the roof. Is there an evac?
Nope, he does not have one.
Pony up. Let's go
And
there.
fucking
Oh,
15
we have to play
bad.
the wall there.
Shields recharging.
We are fucked.
Yeah, kind of fucked.
Shield.
I have no smoke for 15, so. I'm safe here, I'm healing.
Okay.
Well, there's a trouble.
Doing that Pilker.
We've got another squad on us.
They're resing the fucker right here.
Numpty spotted.
Okay.
Shields recharging.
Oh, that's here. Batting. I can't watch your time right now.
What
I
about?
have no smoke for 5.
Shields recharging.
They're fighting.
She left, she left. They're all dead left.
They're pushing.
Rev on you and all. Oh, that's here.
God damn. Managed to win the game the man down.
I don't know who.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of... It feels like the story of the games they win is they just third-party the shit out of fights in the early game, use whatever space they've got, and just try to, like, play the edge of every fight going on until it looks wipeable, and then they rush through. And then they just kind of, like, take some kind of high ground position towards the end game and just look for a spot to play, and then they kind of transition to zone in, like, the last 2 circles, because there's like so much space left, I guess, that they can actually afford to do it then. I don't know. Like, watching this, it feels like they're just fucking running at people. And it's like, there's obviously a bit more thought than that, because it's not just like accuracy. It's not like just accuracy diff that they're winning their fights in comparison here. But like, holy shit. So this is that's been the end of the Pizza Man POV. You know, thanks for tuning in if you've somehow stuck around this long. If you haven't, I mean, hey, fuck you, you're not here anymore. So only the real ones stuck around. And you know, drop a like on this video if you like this kind of content, I suppose. Have a lovely morning, noon, or night, and peace.